My name is Ilan. I'm a musician, a composer. I'm from San Mateo, California, where I was born and spent most of my life. Definitely my mom. My mom was an amateur guitar player, she still is, and she used to play while I was falling asleep. That sound of a classical guitar is really like a dreamy sound to me ever since I was a kid. I have such an intimate connection with the classical guitar. Definitely just listening to the radio, like that classic style. It wasn't until later that I got my first flip phone that I started listening to music like portably. My dad downloaded 3 albums on it, which were Abbey Road, You Might Be Brainwashed Too by the New Radicals, and In Rainbows by Radiohead. And I just listened to those albums on repeat to the point where I just knew all of those songs by heart. In Rainbows, it definitely pushed me to appreciate weirdness. I think maybe people have like an aversion to weirdness because it's just unfamiliar and it doesn't fall into our usual expectations. But weirdness can be so refreshing, and I really learned that from Radiohead and In Rainbows. It started just messing around with chords that I was using for other songs and moving them around like building blocks to make something new, and I really got such a rush from inventing something. I didn't record it because I didn't feel like I needed to. I really just played music for myself. It wasn't until later when I was in college that I started recording for the first time. It was great. I studied math at New York University, and I also played tennis on the varsity tennis team, which was super demanding, but also like really rewarding. When I was on vacation with my family, I basically spent like every waking moment working on music on my computer, and my dad noticed it and told me, if you're spending this much time on vacation working on music, you gotta give it a fair shot. I've always been a bit of a film nut. At one point, I thought I was gonna be a filmmaker, not a musician. I was, making little videos on my mom's iPhone and even writing little scripts, so I wanted to find a way to combine both my interests. Yeah, when I was about to graduate college, I was just having a lot of doubts about my career, so I started looking for options in music, and I found this wonderful filmmaker, Derek Knowles, and he gave me the opportunity to score his film, The Bird Rescue Center. I've had the opportunity to score my first feature film, which I can't talk too much about, but it's been wonderfully challenging and demanding in the best way possible. I've followed such a non-traditional path to get to where I am today, and honestly, it makes me a little scared of feeling out of place or feeling out of my depth. But I'm tired of making decisions based in fear. I want to run towards what scares me, and I think Berklee is the perfect place to do it.